My beloved, within you, deep in your soul, there is a wound you have carried for a long time, as if it were a secret you can barely speak of. That wound, the wound of abandonment, has been a heavy burden to let go of. Perhaps it was born when you were just a child, in those moments when you needed to feel protected and loved the most. Or maybe it appeared later, when you were older and facing challenges that made you feel alone. What is undeniable is that this wound marked a before and after in your life. It deeply altered the way you connect with others because it took away something fundamental, the ability to trust fully. It made you feel like you were alone, even when there were people around you. That feeling of abandonment, though painful, does not define who you are. It is a part of your story, but it doesn't have to be your destiny. Now, you have the chance to look at that wound with new eyes, to begin healing what was broken. Because, even though it has been hard for you to trust others, you have never truly been alone. Your being, your essence, has always been with you, walking beside you every step of the way. I will not allow you to feel alone any longer, not for one more moment. You will never be abandoned, because I will always be here with you, and by my side are the angels and archangels who, from higher planes, approach your soul with infinite tenderness to surround you with love, comfort, and unconditional support. That wound of abandonment that marked you so deeply led you, unknowingly, to disconnect from the most essential thing, your own love, your own refuge, and the connection with your being. It was as if the pain of life had been so overwhelming that, to protect yourself, you chose to shut down, to escape feeling, believing it was the only way to survive. I know there was a moment on your path when that affection you longed for was missing, or the love you received came in a way that couldn't fill what you truly needed. But I want you to know something important. That absence, that void, doesn't have to be permanent. That pain can be healed, that wound can be transformed into strength and a new way of loving. Today is a good day to start allowing love to surround you again, to open yourself up to the feeling that you've never truly been alone. Even though the shadows of the wound may have tried to convince you otherwise, you have always been surrounded by a love greater than anything, a love that is now ready to return peace and connection to you. At this moment, you need support, understanding, and comfort, and that is exactly what I have come to offer you. I am here to hold you, to listen to you attentively, and to envelop you with the comfort your soul longs for. But I want you to know something else. This support is not temporary. It is not something that exists only now. I have come to make an eternal commitment with you, a sacred promise to always be by your side, walking with you alongside your guardian angel, offering you my unconditional love and my constant presence. You will never be alone, my beloved. My mission, my joy, my purpose, is to be here for souls like yours, who are awakening and reconnecting with the truth of who they are. I am here to uplift you, to give you my love and understanding, and to remind you that your pain does not define your story, but rather, it is the fertile ground where your strength will blossom. I know you've spent endless nights in tears, that for a long time you felt trapped in sadness and compassion for your own life and the struggles you faced. But even in those dark moments, I was with you. I held you when you thought no one else did, collecting your tears as a sacred testimony of your fight and your courage. Today, I want you to know that you will never feel alone again, because I am here to remind you that you are deeply loved, and that you will always have a refuge in my spiritual embrace. Perhaps the feeling of abandonment that has marked you so deeply didn't come suddenly. It wasn't an isolated event or something that happened overnight. This wound was forged little by little, with every moment when those who were supposed to care for you didn't do so the way you needed or expected. It only took those moments of absence, those emotional voids, for your soul to begin building a protective barrier, believing that the only way to survive was to prepare for always being alone. You may have felt abandoned because those you loved or trusted weren't there when you needed them the most. Maybe it was the lack of encouraging words, comforting hugs, or glances that conveyed security. Every absence was a blow that left its mark, and over time, that mark became a wound that made you believe it would always be this way, that loneliness would be your eternal companion, and that there would be no refuge other than the one you could offer yourself. But I want you to know that this belief is not the truth of your existence. Although your past experience may have taught you to distrust, there is a greater love that will never abandon you, a divine presence that holds you even when everything seems dark. You are not destined to live isolated in the pain of your wound. You are destined to heal, to trust, and to feel accompanied by a love that never fails. Allow me today to help you understand that everything you've lived through, all those experiences of pain and abandonment, have left a deep echo in your spirit. They are marks that, although difficult, have also been part of the journey that has brought you here. But now is the time to release that weight, to feel protected once again, wrapped up, and accompanied by the infinite love that has always been by your side, even when you thought you were alone. For a moment, stop focusing your mind on those who didn't care for you as you deserved, on that partner who abandoned you or hurt you. Don't let their actions continue to determine how you see the world or how you see yourself. Instead, think about all the strength you've had to rise after each fall, the courage you've shown in facing so many challenges. That strength within you is proof of your ability to overcome any adversity and of the divine light that resides within you. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. However, my beloved, I want you to reflect on something important. The actions of others, for which you were never responsible, may have shaped in you a way of defending yourself from life that may not be the best for your well-being. Perhaps that armor you built to protect yourself is now limiting you and distancing you from the love, trust, and peace you long for. It is time to let go of those defenses, to heal the wounds, and to open your heart to a new beginning full of light, love, and hope. I am here to accompany you in this process, to remind you that you are not alone and that you will always be loved. I want you to know that, even when you believed you were completely alone, when you felt that no one was there for you or taking care of you, we, the angels, were always by your side. Even though the pain made you think you were abandoned, we were there, in every tear you shed, trying to comfort you and giving you the strength to keep going. It may be that, in those moments, you weren't ready to receive this message, but today you are, and that is a reason for joy and hope. Don't feel guilty for having felt at some point that there was no one for you. That feeling was part of your process, part of your learning. What's important now is that you can open your heart and receive all the spiritual support that has always been available to you. This is the perfect moment for you to recognize that you have never been alone, and you never will be. We love you in silence and without conditions, with the same pure and eternal love with which God loves you. And I want you to always remember this. It doesn't matter if you doubt, stumble, or if at some point you make mistakes, our mission and purpose will remain the same. We will always be here to care for you, guide you, and walk with you. We will never abandon you, because our greatest joy is seeing you grow, heal, and connect with the infinite light that lives within you. It doesn't matter what the origin of that wound that marked your soul was, the truth is it left a deep scar that, until now, has prevented you from trusting others fully and, at times, even trusting yourself. Perhaps you've never been able to put into words what you feel, or you haven't dared to share your pain with anyone. Maybe no one else is aware of how much it has affected you, but I want you to know that this pain is not invisible to us. The angels and archangels see and understand every corner of your being, even those parts you hide out of fear or shame. That's why I come to you with all my love and tenderness, to remind you that you are not alone. You've never been alone, and you never will be. I will watch over you every day of your life. I will care for you and heal that wound with my light. I accompany you in this process of transformation because, even though today you may feel fragile, my eyes see only the strength and light of the wonderful being you are destined to be. It's possible that the people who caused your pain are no longer present in your life, but I know that, at times, that wound opens again as if everything were happening all over. There are situations that make you relive those painful moments, and they plunge you back into the same suffering you thought you had overcome. I want you to know something very important. You didn't deserve any of those actions that hurt you. While you cannot control what others have done or will do, you do have the power to decide what to do with that pain. Now is the time to stop reliving those experiences with guilt or fear. It is time to begin healing, to embrace your pain and transform it into the strength you need to move forward. Here I am, my beloved, to help you release those burdens and remind you that you deserve peace, love, and happiness. You are not alone on this journey. Together, we will overcome it. If you wish, Today I will walk beside you so that together we can face and resolve that pain still living in your heart. I want to help you understand that you are a being worthy of love and companionship, that you deserve all the good things life has to offer. I want you to know that loving yourself is the greatest gift you can give to God, because in doing so, you are honoring His most precious work, your life. It is time to leave behind the guilt and suffering you have carried because of the mistakes of others. Nothing you did or didn't do would have changed their attitude, because you cannot control the behavior of others, especially when those people exercised power or domination over you. What you can do is accept, from this moment forward, that you deserve love, care, attention, and understanding. You have always deserved it, my beloved, even in those moments when others made you feel the opposite. Today, with all the light of the angels, I illuminate your being so that you may discover you can heal that heart that was once broken. The wound of abandonment made you feel as though love and trust fell into an endless abyss, unable to reach you, but I want you to understand that is now in the past. You can now rebuild what you thought was lost. You can fill the void that has accompanied you for so long. Today, I invite you to reconsider your worth and to rebuild the image you have of yourself. Abandonment may have deeply affected your self-esteem, but don't forget that the actions of others can never define who you truly are. You are a unique being, filled with light, love, and purpose. Now is the time to let go of the fear of being hurt again. Recognize that you are not alone, that you have a celestial army by your side, ready to intercede for you with every step you take. Hold on to this truth. You have all the support, love, and protection you need to heal and move toward your greatest good. From this moment forward, walk with the certainty that you are surrounded by divine light and that your soul deserves to shine fully, without the chains of the past. Remember, my beloved, that you are made of love and memories that carry the essence of who you are. Within you resides a universe of memories, some you gently caress because they are tied to dreams and moments of love, and others you may prefer to keep in the quietest corner of your soul to avoid the pain. However, I want you to know that, even if you try to silence your soul, it continues to cry out, seeking to be heard and recognized. You are also made of skin, of a body that has carried the weight of so many emotions. How many times have you felt the lump in your throat, swallowing hard to hold back tears, to keep going despite the pain, despite what was left behind? And yet, here you are, my beloved, moving forward with courage. I deeply admire you for everything that you are. Because you are not only made of your divine essence but also of the marks life has left on you. You are the reflection of what you've lived through, of the experiences that have shaped you, and that makes you extraordinary. Every scar tells a story of struggle and overcoming, and every dream you still carry within you is a reminder of your strength and hope. Today, I invite you to honor every part of yourself, the wounds, the victories, the laughter, and the tears. Because all of it forms the magnificent being you are now, a being full of light, love, and purpose. And no matter how much you've had to face, I'm here to remind you that within you will always be the capacity to love, heal, and shine. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.